This is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. Now, my next guest, he is the executive director of liquefied natural gas for Repsol. That's Spain's largest oil and gas company. Today, Repsol announcing its entry into the North American gas market. It's got a startup of its Canaport LNG facility in Canada. LNG, of course, standing for liquefied natural gas. Let me bring in Benjamin Palomo. He is the, as I said, the executive director of liquefied natural gas. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Ben.
Step back just for a moment, because the facility that we're talking about is located in Canada.
That's right.
And what is this facility designed to do?
Well, this facility is designed to receive liquefied natural gas at a temperature of minus 160 degrees centigrade, and then vaporize it, pressurize it, and put it in the system, in the pipeline that brings it to the northeast of the USA.
Okay, so the idea is you've got ships that are coming from, in this case, from Trinidad and Tobago, moving to this port in Canada. Then it offloads the shipment of liquefied natural gas, and then it is piped into the northeast of the United States.
That's
How
right.
long did it? When did planning for this facility begin?
Our partners started getting the permits in 2001, and then they looked for an international partner like Repsol, and we reached the agreement to build the plant in mid-2005. So it's been a long process, and we are very happy that we are at the end of it now.
That you're finally getting to turn the plant on.
That's right.
Now, having said that, back in 2001, you had really no idea, no one had any idea what the price of natural gas would be. Right now, natural gas, we were just speaking with Lawrence Eagles of J.P. Morgan, natural gas around $4 per million BTU. Is there a point at which this project is profitable? Is there a price point that we need to look at?
Well, if you look back at history, natural gas, liquefied natural gas has been delivered to the U.S. At a level of $2 or $2.50 per million BTUs. So it depends on the source, of course, but it can be profitable. And the main thing is that when you invest well over $1 billion in a project like this, you have to take a long-term view. And we consider that the current situation is not going to last forever. And certainly we have great confidence in our business model, and we expect the project to pay off.
All right. Now, part of that payoff involves moving that natural gas, supplying it to customers in the northeast of the United States, New England, as well as New York. What kind of supplies, what kind of market share do you hope to achieve?
Well, the thing is that we have a unique advantage because we will be filling the pipe from the other side. At the moment, the supply of gas is coming from the south, and we will get a very good acceptance. That is what we are seeing from our customers, because we give them reliability, security of supply. And
this has to do with things like dealing with hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico and disruptions of natural gas supply from pipelines going south to north. This is coming north to south from Canada.
Indeed, that's the case. And we will be supplying to local distribution companies, utilities, and the industry as well.
Now, one of the things Repsol does is it's not just focused on natural gas, moving it from Trinidad and Tobago to Canada, but you also have natural gas interests, for example, in Peru. You have business there.
Yes, we are building a liquefaction plant in Peru together with several partners, and we will have the exclusive rights for marketing the production from Peru. That will be something like 6 BCM. And we will bring that production to the north, Mexico, and surplus we will market in Canaport if needed, and other places.
Now, is this part of a more global strategy to turn natural gas into a global commodity as opposed to it being a very local commodity?
This is the trend. You have to consider that about 50% of the known world reserves of natural gas have no other way to reach consumer markets than using liquefied natural gas chain of supply.
Which is mainly ships?
Yes. So basically, if you are long enough from consumer markets that the pipeline doesn't make sense, then you have to use liquefied natural gas. And that's the beauty of this plant, that it will give diversified sources of gas to the consumers in the northeast of America.
Now, from an investor point of view, you've already spent the money to build the Canaport plant. You've got the ships under contract to transport the liquefied natural gas from the Caribbean to
Correct.
Canada. Is this almost like an annuity stream? Is this the kind of thing where you flip a switch and this will just run, you hope, for many, many years?
It has to be that way because natural gas has got a lot of advantages for the future in terms of the lower emission of CO2 that makes it a cleaner fuel, and also is quite a safe fuel. We've got in the industry a formidable record of safety. Over 40,000 vessels have been moved around the world in the last 40 years with no accidents. And that is something that I like to stress because it's very important.
And all double hull tankers now, right? Double hull tankers with liquefied natural gas.
Yeah.
All right, I want to thank you very much, Benjamin Palomo, coming in from Repsol, Executive Director of Liquefied Natural Gas, sharing your thoughts with us, and congratulations on the opening of your new plant in Canada.
Thank you very much.
In Canada.